Y'all, close the windows and shut them doors. We're going to have to talk about Diddy. This is a part 2 from the video that I just left off on. But I got a message from Kim Porter. She showed me inside of a Hollywood party. Now, I was watching a video by Salone, and she had did, it's circling around, right, YouTube right now. She had did a video about Kim Porter, and this was like 5 months ago, and said that something would pop off with Diddy in November, and it did. And so as I was listening to that, Kim started to, I picked up on her energetic frequency, and she showed me a little bit more detail about these Hollywood elite parties. And I'm going to tell you that they play Russian roulette with humans at this particular party, this scene that she showed me. And also Diddy was tricked to become a host of a beast. And the beast is now fully grown and now stepping outside of him. And that's why this is all going down. So let's get right into this video, guys. So a lot of times I get my messages at like the wee hours in the morning, in between the hours of 3 and 5. And so I always have my recorder nearby on my phone, and I press record. So I have that here. I'm going to play a little bit of that, and then we're going to go into the channel message about Kim. And we're going to kind of piggyback on this party that Kim showed this psychic medium named Salone, right? And I'll try to link the video if I can find it, but it's all over YouTube. So let me just go into this really quickly, and then I'll play the audio, right? So this party, a particular party that Kim Porter went to, was one of the main reasons how she really understood the depths of the demonic entity that is Diddy, right? And I say entity because there is an entity inside of him. So that's why I'm saying that, right? So at this particular party, she was able to really see the inner workings of the dark energy and how they use the innocent and the vulnerable, women, children, etc., and even people who want to become a celebrity. They use that, and they try to use these individuals as a host, but Diddy has played a game that he can't get out of, and ultimately he became the host for this beast that's about to come out of him. But I'm going to tell you, so that I set that up. She was at a party, she saw all this going down. At that point, she knew that she could not continue to have nothing to do with this individual that is Diddy. So she showed me more about this party, and I'm going to set it up. This house she showed me was a big brown house, and it's like an old school mansion, and I'm kind of feeling that it's in the New York area, and it's unassuming because it's not anything like special on the outside, but it is brown. That's what I saw. A very boxy house. And so inside, it's a mansion, right? But it's not like a new mansion. It's very old school. It's in the 1800s. I'm seeing 1848. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if it was built in 1848, but that's what I'm seeing. And she showed me her going up a staircase. She was wearing a red dress with strappy dress, kind of dipped down here, and she had like a shawl, like almost like a shawl, a red shawl that she draped on either side of her arms, and it kind of like flowed and kind of graced the floor a little bit. So she showed me going up there, and she was wanting to show me something with Diddy and Justin Bieber. Now this is all alleged, girl. This is just spirit talking. I didn't say it, okay, YouTube? I did not say it. So she wanted to take me upstairs. So I went upstairs, and then I was able to see inside of a bathroom. And when I saw inside of a bathroom, I saw Diddy and Justin Bieber sitting on the floor. And the window was open, right? The window is very, very important. We're going to get to it. It's really a Suge Knight situation. The window is very, very important, right? So Diddy was sitting like this way, and then Justin was sitting the other way. So Diddy's head was here, Justin's head was there. And they were just sitting kind of in black tuxedos with kind of, you know how you party and the party's over, but you're still there. You kind of undo your tie and, you know, all of that. They kind of looked like that, but it was a black tie event, right? And so I saw them, and they were doing what do you call coke? Blow? I don't know, y'all. I don't know anything about it, but they were doing like snorting, right? And while they were doing that, it was some sort of making out, allegedly. This is all spirit talking, guys. I didn't say it. Some sort of making out. But guys, it's not like, what you have to understand about these people is that their religion allows this, right? They kind of follow like the Greek, right? The times when, you know, the Greek were in power, and everyone, all the men were kind of integrated with other men, and it really was part of the culture. So this is their kind of religion. That's what I kind of see it as. It's not that it's necessarily like, oh, Diddy's gay or Justin is gay or anything like that. This is just part of the culture. You know, it was kind of one of those things. It's kind of like, I mean, obviously he's bisexual, right? Allegedly, but it's not about being gay or straight. That's not what their religion or their, you know, their group is all about. It's not about that. It's about power, of course, but it looked normal. Like, this looked like something that these two individuals were doing for a very long time, and it was just normal. Like, if I were to pass my significant other in passing and just, you know, kiss them or hug them or something, and then you just walk off and go about your day, it was kind of like that. It's kind of like one of the things that they do, right? And so that's what I saw, and that's how all of these people operate. So some people say, no, he wants to hide because he's, you know, gay or whatever. It's not about that. That's their culture. That's the religion that they're in. It's just set up that way, right? But they showed me the window, because the window, and then Justin Bieber was there. It showed me the power that Diddy has. There's always a threat of being dangled from a window, and it doesn't have to be just dangled from a physical window, but there's always a threat of being 86, being unalived. That's why she wanted to show me the window. And so what they do inside the bathroom, you go into a bathroom, think about it. When you go into a bathroom, you're going in there to either, you know, use the restroom, take a shower because you're dirty, wash your hands because they're dirty. So anytime spirit shows me a bathroom, it's because dirtiness, secrets, deception is happening. So she was showing me the deception of Diddy. And he uses his power and influence. But not only that, he has a lot of individuals that he's raised up, aka Usher, aka Justin Bieber, aka so many other people that we don't know. They all partake with him in that way. They have that sexual exchange. He stays in power. The window, if you don't keep these dirty little secrets inside of this bathroom, then I'm going to dangle you out the window, scare you, actually drop you out of the window, or, you know, unalive you, or kill your career. That's what she wanted me to see. Then she took me back down the stairs, and she made it a point, and she was very graceful in this red, beautiful gown. She made it a point to rub her finger down the staircase, all the way down. And guys, this was like a double staircase. This was not an average staircase. It was double in width and double in length. And it, like I said, it was a very old mansion, but it looked like, you know, almost like a historic museum in a way, right? So as you can imagine, the stairs are very, very wide and very, very long, right? Not stairs that go in a house, but more of a museum, right? And so then she rubbed the fingers all the way down the staircase, and then she made it a point to take her finger and bring it to the left of the staircase at the bottom, where the posts are. And so intuitively, that was Spirit's way of showing me that something went left. Something went left. So what that means is like the party is going on, everyone's having a good time, they're having dinner, they're discussing business, everything's going on, and then something went left. And as soon as she showed me that her finger going to the left, I saw an image of her hanging from the stairwell, actually being hung from the stairwell, right? And of course, this is, like I said, it's double in length. So imagine you being a party goer and you're just walking in and you're having a good time and you're getting the hors d'oeuvres or whatever they call it. You're getting the appetizers and you're eating it, you're drinking your champagne, and all of a sudden you look up and there's somebody hanging, dangling. This is a normal thing. She was showing me that because at these parties, these underground parties, now these are for, I'm going to get into it with this. I hope I'm not all over the place, but when I play this tape, you will understand this channeled message that I got. They would do that. They would have certain people at the party that they would play Russian roulette with. So let's say they had 100 people at the party at this dinner. There might be 10 people on the list that are up for Russian roulette that would be chosen to get hurt in some sort of way. And she showed me that she was on that list at one of these parties. Unbeknownst to her, she didn't know. I mean, she knows now, right? She didn't know then, but she shows me that that is the hanging. Now, I don't know if spirit is blocking this or if this is what she's really saying. I don't see that person dangling actually being unalived. I think it's a scare tactic to scare them into submission. But there is hardcore, like I said, there is hanging. There is hanging of a human. And people are watching it, and people are walking around like it is normal. And of course, it is not. So she makes a point to show me that. So that's how they scare you into submission. They scare you into submission that way. So that's what she showed me of what's going on. Now, this is not everyone in Hollywood, guys. This is like the underground elites of the elites. And so Diddy got himself wrapped up in this because he thought he was one of them. But in fact, he's being used. And now I'm going to play this channel message that I received in the wee hours of the morning. So it's going to shed some more light on, what's going on with Diddy. So I'm going to play it now.
Having people who really want to make it big, people who want to reach billionaire status, especially Black celebrities and business people, they are showing them their underground life, ritualistic life of what they do to the vulnerable children and how they extract the energy via certain sexual rituals. They extract the energy, the youthful energy, out of the soul beings of these children, and they utilize that energy. And they use the children's body as a host. But what these elites don't know that are partaking in this is that their bodies are being used as a host to produce beasts that will dwell on the earth. So this is what has been happening to Diddy. He had been taking part of all this ritualistic sex and harming children.
Allegedly.
And utilizing energies and now using these bodies as jump rooms, to control the masses. But what's really happening behind the scenes, it's multi-layered, is that through all of this deviancy and pain that, let's use Diddy as an example, has put out, it had created a demon inside. They needed a host for the demon to dwell in for some time to get fed energetically through all of these rituals that Diddy were doing with all of these children and vulnerable people. Now, when the beast is full of energy, I see the beast coming out of Diddy's body. And now Diddy's body is becoming weak because your soul is not innately wired to handle this sort of deviancy. And so now as the beast leaves the body, it has gotten fed, has used Diddy as a host. Now this beast is able to work on the surface of the earth, causing a lot more destruction, breaking a seal. The seals that they talk about in the Bible, that's what's going on. And they're using these men that are so desperate for money, they're using them as a host to feed off of. And when the demon is fully grown, they will get out of the body. And that's why all of this really is happening with Diddy. All this is coming out because the beast has separated himself. And now Diddy, the carcass, has no more protection. He's cracking. I wouldn't even be surprised if he drops dead from stress or a heart attack or some sort of gut bacteria or hepatitis. I don't know. But the beast has left. And so now there's only the carcass. And now Diddy has no more soul essence. So there's no more protection from source because he has the right to transfer. That's what he's done through all these acts. He's transferred his spirit consciousness, gave it up for money. He's transferred it. Because remember, I was talking about, Spirit said, you don't own your spirit consciousness. You only have the right, you have certain rights to it. Just as we have real estate rights, you have the right to use it while you're in this body, or while you're in the astral realm, and while you're out at work in creation. You get the right to use it while you're in creation. As soon as you get out of creation, everything returns back to one. Everything folds in on itself. You know, and that it's now in the collective pot, right? You have the right to use it. You have the right to possess it.
Okay.
To embody it is what it means. You're walking in your energy.
Okay. I'm going to leave that part right there, but you guys heard that. So the thing is, they use a lot of celebrities that want to be celebrities, that want to be rich and famous. They use these people, especially the Black celebrities, all of these Black men that have become billionaires. You know, that includes Tyler Perry and, you know, Jay-Z and P. Diddy and all of the rest, guys. For some reason, I don't think Dr. Dre is on that list. I feel that he's separated from that. So I'm not including him in that, which is probably why he almost passed away, you know, some years back. But guys, so Diddy was using these people that are underneath him, these young women, children, vulnerable people who want to make it in Hollywood. He partook in this kind of like hidden society. And I really don't like to say like, you know, secret society, because it ain't really a secret. It's not, it's more of a religion is what I'm seeing. It's different from Satanism. It's just their own like religion, you know, their own code, their own order. So, but you take advantage of people less vulnerable so you can scare them and control their energy, right? Which makes you more powerful. But then also too, you have, you'll be able to be like a step in. You can step into their soul when you have kind of put their spirit consciousness in bondage by, remember I was saying you can transfer. It's one of the rights that we get to our spirit consciousness. You have the right to transfer it. And sometimes we get deceived into transferring out our spirit consciousness. That's how you get liens and encumbrances on your soul essence. And so that's how you get that karma that you got to pay back. And that's why you keep getting reincarnated, right? That's just one of the reasons. So he's done that. But what he didn't know is that every time he partaked in this, inside of him, the people who really run this secret society, they were building up a beast inside of him. This beast actually is breaking one of the seals that they talk about in the Bible. I think it's 7 seals, something like that. This beast. Now, I saw the image of the beast. I saw Diddy in the backyard of this mansion, this like huge building. And the beast was coming out of him, like is roaring. And then I saw Diddy, the carcass that was just left of Diddy, and he started to crack. I saw a fence with lines in it. It was like a symbolic of him cracking, like he has slits in him. Those are those soul tears I keep talking about. And so that's when I saw him weak. And now he's vulnerable. So this entity, this beast that this secret society was building inside of Diddy, he didn't know that he was going to be used as a host to host this beast. So the beast was getting fed through all of these demonic acts that Diddy was doing and partaking in, all of these sexual acts, right? Deceptive acts. The beast, that was the energy that the beast wanted. So in a way, Diddy was being controlled by this beast. And I'm not, saying that it wasn't him. I mean, obviously, he allowed this entity in. This entity overpowered him. But it was the entity that is doing all these things. So now the entity is fully grown, has eaten all the energy, gotten full off of all of the sexual deviancy, and now has exited out of Diddy's body. And that's why this is all falling down on him now. They just left the carcass. And so now what is this demon, this entity going to do? It's a beast. It's not a demon. It's a beast. It's a beast. This beast, I was getting the word counterference. And that's not a word. But what source is saying showed me a clock going this way, right? No, this beast that emerged out of Diddy is to take us backwards. It's countering. And then ference, interfering with the ebb and flow of source, of the aspect of source that is light, love to the highest power. It is running interference. It wants to take us backwards. But ultimately, it is the beast, one of the beasts that it speaks about in the Bible that is being released. So even though this beast got fed off of demonic acts, Diddy was its host, and he didn't know that he was being used this whole time. Even though Source already had it worked out where all of these things would happen. So this beast now could bring humanity back. This is what's going on. So it's not back in time is what I'm getting. It's back to a particular energy for a growth, for learning. There's a particular aspect of the code of humanity that humanity needs to see again. And I do believe this happens at the end of every age. There's always a boom, right? There's always a bang. That's why all these wars are going on. That's why the food is going up and everybody is being pressed down. That's why people are awakening. It's because there's always a certain energy that comes onto the scene at the end of the age to clean up, for us to learn the lessons, wrap up this act and this stage play, right, of life, for reset, so we can reset everything and try it again on a higher frequency. So that's what's going on. And then also too, while I was playing that video, Kim was pointing out something. She had me draw a line, and she put 3 dots on the right side, and then she put an arrow, and it said blood on the floor, right? And so what she's telling me is that at these parties, or it doesn't necessarily need to be at a party, but every 3rd person you must get blood from, right? So remember I was saying they were playing Russian roulette. They had a select group of people on the list they play Russian roulette with. Every 3rd person you must get blood from, and she's letting me know that that's where they get those blood shoes from. That's the whole theory of the red bottoms, right? The red bottoms are telling you that every 3rd person we must get blood from. Because 3 is very powerful. 3 is actually representation of God the Father, right? So it's the heightened energy. And so every third person they must get blood from. And so when you see those gym shoes that rapper came out with blood in it, and then all of these gaiters and stuff they're wearing, that's what they're wearing. They're wearing the skins of these people, of every third person that they're getting blood from. That is what she is saying. And I believe that that is what she saw to be like, nah, I ain't messing with Diddy no more. I believe that she was putting the pieces together, right? And it was no longer, conspiracy to her, because she saw it with her own eyes. So that's the message. Diddy, like I said, he was frail. The beast came out of him. And so now I just saw him cracking. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he even passes away. I'm not wishing that, knock on wood. I wouldn't be surprised from a heart attack. And I'm getting a hepatitis energy from him. I've been getting that for a while. And then something in the stomach as well. So I'm not really sure what hepatitis is and which one it is, but I'm something in the blood. Something's not right. Well, I mean, when you host a beast, a demon for so long, yeah, I mean, probably something wouldn't be right. So I just wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know, for some reason, I'm not really seeing him in jail for some reason. I don't know, maybe we will just see how this unfolds, but he's being thrown under the bus by all the other elites. See, he thought he was one of them. He thought he was going to be a billionaire club. Notice how they will not let his net worth get to $1 billion. It's like hovering right there. They are showing him their power. And it's funny because he thought he had all the power, but it was the beast inside of him who had the power. That was the beast, and he was giving this parasite. He was a host for this parasite. It started off small, and as he kept doing every demonic act, it started to grow and grow and grow. And now it's a beast that's being released upon humanity. One of the 7 seals is being broken, and I believe it's the 7th seal. I do. I really do. And it's not just this. There's a combination of many things that will be going on. But he really hosted a beast, and it's going to be a major interference with the expansion of source is what I am getting. So I think for the sake of this video, I don't want it to be too long. I'm going to leave this right here. I'm being called to do a light language to clear Diddy. One moment. Nikiri kelelaka lelele kelele wuskala lelele kelele diskala lelele kelele diskala para kelele olele kelele nini kelele kelele diskala para kelele diskala das olele nini kelele 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 diskala 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 para kelele diskala para diskala diku olele kelele 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 diskala olele nini skola diskala la 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 diska la 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 diska 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 la 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 kadede ola de ke de dos kadede ola kana ola de kede ola de diska ya de bakada da ha ola de diska de diska ola de diska ma oh la la ha ola kana bashkula igide koska ola na onaka ola maka oska de meki ola ka uska baka ha ola karabaka ale de diska ola la baha ele kere berekala wash ele kere baka ola ke eleke ola ke muska make ola bakala buka ola kadera baska ne de diska la brede kadera da ola kadera ko kadera ke ola baka ele ke kala bakilis kada bakala hosh kada bin kadan me ele bakala make hash kada brede de kadera diska da de diska Okay, so Spirit wanted to clean out the heart space of Diddy. That was the light language for clearing, almost realigning him with what matters, what is source, what is infinite, the heart. The heart is part of your soul essence. He needs his heart back. He needs the spirit consciousness back in his heart. So that was the light language to clear out his heart, right? And it was powerful. That was powerful because we never have grace for he's another victim. He's a victim, although he caused it. He allowed himself to be tricked out of his divine inheritance because of money and greed. But me, being in the Christ energy, I still believe that everybody gets grace. I do believe in grace. I do believe in grace. So we just pray for Diddy. Pray for him that he gets his heart back, his soul essence, his connection to the divine back, because his heart is like rocks. It's like somebody extracted it and put in mush, put in rocks, put in garbage. So that was a light language to remove that from his heart, which is his soul essence. I believe that everybody should get grace. I do. I'm going to leave this right here, guys. I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to leave it here, but Kim is saying to me, I love him still, even though he's an ignoramus. And so I had to look up ignoramus, and it says, they gave an example, says, this dude is such a moron that he doesn't even realize how wrong he is, yet he won't shut up. What an ignoramus. So this is what Kim is saying. She has love for him still, even though he's an ignoramus. And that is so Diddy. He won't shut up. He doesn't realize, because it's ego, he doesn't realize how wrong he actually is. He doesn't. He is an ignoramus, is what Kim is saying. And Kim, I just want to ask you, are you well? Is there anything that I can do for you and your soul and your advancement and your growth in the spirit realm? Is there anything that I can give to you from my overflow? You have given me everything. You have given us everything, which is truth. And that's all you need to do, is to continue your walk in truth and in righteousness. I will be fine. I am fine. I have my own journey of ascension. And this situation held me back for some time, but I am ready to let it go. I have let it go. And I am moving towards my divine path. And it is a jigsaw. It is not straight nor narrow. It has many jagged edges to it. I am a work in progress. But nevertheless, even how jagged it is, I'm still moving forward. I am still advancing in consciousness and in love. And you should continue to do the same. Okay. Be at peace. Can be at peace. Send you off to your highest divine good. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is, as we walk together in divine love. Be well. Be well, guys.